went to the store and then I made flats. And then I remembered I wanted to cut up that squash before it went bad. So it's like even bigger than I recalled it, that butternut squash. And I also have a buttercup squash. They're both still good. So I cut up just about almost all of the butternut squash. So I'm like trying to pop boil it so I can freeze it. And then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I figured I would try to eat the rest of it. I left like this much or like the bottom part with all the seeds. But that's going to take like a couple of days. And then I've got the buttercup one. So it'll be squash for a couple of days. So that's why I figured to make flats. So, yeah, I mean, tomorrow's Saturday, so I'll wait till tomorrow. But if tomorrow wasn't Saturday, I'd probably have to take those drumsticks out and stick them in the cooler so they have time to thaw out because I want to take the skin off of them. Oh, yeah, that's right. Everything's frozen at the food pantry. I kind of was thinking about hamburger the other day because it's been a while, I think, since I've had hamburger, but I've been putting that in a salad. It's not the same thing as beef. So he ate the ground turkey too, and then he bought more ground turkey. So I think he's really preferring ground stuff. It's just easier, apparently, or something. It's just easier for him to cook, I think. But you just go, okay, so I have to take it right up here. I can't even put it in the freezer or I'll never get it. Even the ground turkey, I didn't think he was going to eat that. You just go, okay. It's probably my imagination. Sometimes I think a person thinks that I'm putting something aside, so they purposely eat it. But anyways, that's done. So that took a while. That took about an hour. It didn't even take that long to actually cut and peel that squash because I did it while I was cooking the flats. I was like, wow, I did that. Like, it took like 15, 20 minutes. And I was like, it feels like an eternity. I don't like, and then, yeah, because you have to peel it and stuff. It's sort of like, yeah, you need headphones or music. So I had put some of her stuff in after I did my jog walks because it was a bunch of her stuff down there. The washer was available, I'm assuming the something in the dryer because the door is shut. So I'm gonna need to do my laundry. And when I went down there, I was like, I figured this morning that both of the things would be occupied. I was surprised when I went down there to do my jog walks that the washer was empty. So, I don't. Yeah, it's probably pointless to start doing it now. I have thought about it. It's gonna be like 3 loads, and eventually I'm gonna have to do my bedding because it's been a while since I've done my bedding. So I have 2 days basically to get my laundry done. I'll probably do it after the food pantry. I'll just formulate something away tomorrow. I haven't changed yet from what I walked to the store in, but all I did was walk to the store. But I suppose I should probably take a shower. Um, well, yeah, I got that squash on, so I don't want to lay down yet. Like, just God forbid I forget about it. So, I don't know. I would think by 3 o'clock, that's probably long enough. If even that might be too long. It's butternut squash. So, I don't want it cooked all the way because I'm going to put it in the freezer. I just want it like, I think you have to cook it first. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you have to cook it first and then freeze it. So, obviously, it'll be mushier than if it was just fresh, but it's not going to spoil. So, I'm not going to be like mashing it. No, that's why I sort of like pot cook all my food when I do one of those meals. Right. So, I want the squash to be softened though. I don't want it to be hard. Sometimes it's like, yeah, like I used to cook them a lot longer than I do now. I need to start cooking them longer again because, yeah, like sweet potatoes and squash take a while to cook. You have to put the oven wicked low. Yeah, like I used to put the oven on like 225, and I haven't been doing that. I put it on like 300 or 350. You're not supposed to. I put the oven on like 225, but I leave it in there for like an hour. Yeah, sometimes longer. That's how I used to do it. So, yeah, like a slow cooker. Probably if you making your own little oven like that, it's probably hard to get it to 350. Just little old me with sticks or something like there we go, 225 an hour. Make your own oven out of clay. I don't know. I gotta find out about bricks, if bricks are sort of unhealthy, if you can actually use bricks to make it like build. Yeah. Isn't it called the brick oven? So it must be okay, right? Duh, they already cracked that code. That's why it's called brick oven pizza. Remember that? That's that's the good stuff. And they go thing. So I suppose. I don't like it. Yeah, that's part of my anger. It's like completely just nonsense. This whole business about the snap food god and having to live with other people and fighting over food and stuff. It's fucking crazy. And I'm doing other people's dishes and washing other people's fucking laundry and shit. And you just go, oh God, fucking die. Absolutely. Right. Just beings that would actually just year 14 in this, that this would actually be a thing that you fucking do. And then you wonder why God's killing you all. I think you know why. I think you know why. So it can be weird, some people too, like you don't know their motivations for things, and it just, some people can surprise you. You just go, I don't understand why these people would, they got everything going for them in life and just, there was never a way to do anything for Mary Gladys, right? Just, it's fucking amazeballs. Absolute amazeballs. It just, it's indicative of another species. They think I'm a sacrificial fucking lamb. And honestly, I think the reason they think that is because of their own stuff. First of all, that chick, she's gonna be a princess and she's gonna be a queen and she's gonna be on TV and I'm gonna be fucking holocausted. Whatever. Sorry, the sympathy is not there, obviously. I did nothing but try to help that fucking family. Oh yeah, so Diana, I saw her in a video and this is the fucking thanks I get. Can't feel bad. Oh, lot of you. Can't fucking feel bad. I just explained it has to do with having Christian binder. Because people of my species go, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is wrong with you things? And then they pretend to ignore me because it's social distance because you're a different species. gosh. I am sure it is all making sense now. The grave importance of this woman's life. To be a testament to bravery and defiance against all odds. That's what they do. And this is what I do when you're depraved fucking animals. That's what it is. And let's all sit around and talk about the fucking tragedy of a 40-something-year-old woman with children to live for that's gonna fucking die. It's their job to pretend. That serves a fucking purpose. Me on the ground in a plastic bag serves a fucking purpose. It's how fucking insane these things are, believe me. When asked about the people in the tents, that's what she said. Oh, that's what they do. That's what they do? Okay. Whoa. Not a person. That's what she does. She goes on TV. She has a husband. She has multiple children. And this is what I do. That fucking insane. It's not they don't know about me. All these people with, what are you talking about? Why would they do that? Because they're fucking insane animals. Why don't you listen for once? If you saw Brian Buchanan when asked, right, about Mary, go, who? And then everybody thinks that's funny. Would you then fucking get it? Have you seen Brian Buchanan? No, I haven't seen him. They're fucking deranged. It's part of social distancing. But because they're fucking sinister, their brain matter and their psyche believes that. Oh, yeah. What about this Mar-a-Lago thing? What are you talking about? I don't know nothing about no Mar-a-Lago thing. Fuck you, monkey. So anyways, like I said, you know you don't have to care anymore. You don't have to pretend you fucking care. You don't even have to pretend to be fucking human beings anymore. Understood. Break all rules. Dumb Virgin Mary. Lie to do the laundry. Don't you even know? Nothing matters anymore. Anyways, we're all gonna die. Speak for yourself, monkey. See how you can't blend in? It's impossible for you things to blend in, and it's impossible to hide your fucking brain disease. I haven't seen it. I just saw some shit on the internet. I happened to be in the kitchen, so I didn't have a TV in front of me. Obviously, I don't have a TV. I figured they were going to say she was pregnant again because she got so sick. They've been on TV a million times. Do you have anything to say about the Virgin Mother? Okay. Should we free her? We're still doing pretend we don't know what's going on, huh? Okay. And then what happens? If you don't acknowledge her, is she not real? People might have wanted to know what was going on with White-Faced Monkey by the melon. They'll impregnate you, but then you don't eat at the melon. They won't talk to you. Thank fucking God. I'm sure that White-Faced Monkey was happy to be stopped fucking bothered by you things. It's bubbling a little bit, so at 3 o'clock I'm starting to get wicked hungry right now. At 3 o'clock I will put that stuff in cold water so I can freeze it. Finally washed my hair. Da 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 da. Loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Loving it. Oh, it's such a fucking tragedy, isn't it? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. I'm not gonna actually lay down until after I deal with the squash so I can relax the rest of the effing day. Here's my lunch. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Loving it. Yeah, that one is definitely not mine. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Loving it. So I guess that's a station in life, and then it's like I told you. It's just a compassionate way that God has extincted them. They're all going to become like that, where it's a blessing, it's beautiful, just like the woman was talking about last night. They're martyrs for the faith, or whatever that faith is. And they're not supposed to do anything, I guess, at this point, in terms of regretting day one, return that woman's fucking children and go, what the fuck are you folks doing in Florida? I don't think so. Okay, I mean, 4 acres of land, a house, 6 minors, innocent fucking woman, 2 5-star, put to the nail. I mean, fuck. Anyways, The age ended. Jump, 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 jump. So, oh my God, jump, jump, jump. Oh my God. I did 15 minutes and then I did a jam, but I wasn't like doing that hard. Yeah, I wasn't doing the hardcore, like, gonna break my ankle business, but it was fun. Gonna get the heart rate up. So, I don't know. You never know. I might decide to do another jog thing tomorrow. We'll see. I got 4 days next week, and then in April, I can decide how often I want to do that walk. That's how it works. With the perpetual, I am the fucking boss, right? So, I will be the boss till the day I die. I don't think most people care that their mother is like that. I really don't. So, getting like super perturbed about it is probably indicative of not being my species. I don't think I would care if my mother was like this. Two wild and crazy guys. I don't think most people would care if that was their parents. So, probably not even that, although I really don't find it ideal. Yeah, I gotta say, I don't find it ideal if you're gonna breed. I think it's really better to have like my version of that Brian Buchanan person, right? Or like my version of Michael Fourier. And there's been a couple of them, right? My version of George Papad. Uh, that's everybody doesn't have to have the same personality, right? It's just I think you could have someone that's just like unfortunate and then gets rid of the problem, but we don't expect to have that in the kingdom of heaven. So I don't see that happening. But um, in the beginning, obviously, mistakes probably happen. I mean, people are still sorting out their mixed brain, trying to avoid the other species, gaining control of their hormones and stuff. So, understanding cycling, you don't really need to be doing all this variety is the spice of life business. That's what animals do. Right. Once you do a clearing and the whole thing about the shooting star, the fireworks and stuff, I think you get it. You go, that's like gross. Yeah, like that's like gross. Like if you get to the point of like I was talking about, if you haven't, then you haven't done a clearing, and just that's something to look forward to in eternity. But and I would suggest you probably stay celibate. Some people have too much damage done; they just can't do it. So you just stay celibate your the rest of your cycle. But when you get to that point, why would you ever need to be with another person? Okay, that's crazy. And then clearly, some people, I mean, that's what hair color is, duh, and people change over the course of their lives. And then if they're cycling, then they might have different genetic pools. So it's kind of crazy, in my opinion. But animals can't gain control of a concept because you end up with people who are mentally ill and they insist that you're their soulmate or their other or something, and they will not leave you the fuck alone. So that becomes a problem. That's why some of this stuff it's just waiting for the other species to die off. So clearly, no human being does that. You just even if you thought it, you'd just go away. You'd go, okay, and go the fuck away. Right. Never in a day have I done that to a person. So you're clearly not doing anything that I displayed to you in terms of behavior. And, right. So I know, just never in a day, days and days. Children don't live on. I mean, when you're screaming something like that, perhaps God's telling you not to type that to me. I mean, just maybe that's God going, don't type that. See how you can't even, right? That's when people get pressed and That's why the brain matter has to melt. That's what my understanding of God explained to me. Until they can stop doing that, you have no choice but to be contained. It's not a choice, and it's very uncomfortable for you folks when you keep trying to um, stop him from controlling you. So I think right now I'm hungry because it's like, I am. I did I even look at the news today? I don't know. Today's been sort of like, it started out with the shutting off the internet. That's right, because it's every day. It's my day off. So we have to start it off like that. Well, I don't know exactly what they're doing here, so I'm not gonna. Certain things I cannot get involved in life. Okay, just God deals with it. Right. Some things I'm not actually gonna get involved in. Right. It's just I don't know if they're building path because they're gonna tear that. They're gonna block off that bridge. I'm not sure. We'll just wait and see what they're doing. I'm sure the cops asked them what they were doing. The ones that were here. Yeah, because the cops have been around. So I am not in charge of stuff like that. No. Like I said, I'm pretty sure these people work at Stop and Shop. So that's something to consider. I don't know if they can walk, if they're going to be transferred to the other Stop and Shop at Newmarket, and they can just walk to that train, and the train is free for them to get back and forth. Like, just that might be a hardship for an essential worker to have to drive all the way around to get to that Stop and Shop. So it would be great if we all walked, wouldn't it? But it's also great if we don't starve to death too. So I do walk, but I also walk to a grocery store. So even though the snap card is not reloading, you go, other people might be needing that grocery store too. So almost, maybe about 5 after. Well, when I came up here, it's not, that clock might be a different time. When I left downstairs, it was quarter of. When I come up here, it's 2:48. It's a 2-second walk up here. There's no way that took me 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Did somebody tell them that it's their job to do this, that, and the other, and I just stay like this? Wow. Well, it's not good to let the binders mess with you because you just accept what God's telling you. Just a different species. It would never make sense to just go, yeah, no, we do this and that, and um, it's a big thing, and other people get judged or something. I don't know what goes on there. I just, whoa, okay. So she's a human sacrifice because you're Christians. Okay, that's indicative of the other species. So there's been people that have lost their lives because they didn't think that. Right. So I don't know if that they believe that's what they do. I would have to think so, given what she said about the people in the tents. That's what they do. That's what they do. They're not in a Holocaust. Okay. Well, that's some of it is God protecting their minds because they're the other side of the species and they're not aware of what's been going on because clearly it's bad. Where you just have an overpopulation of mentally retarded people who are extremely violent and insane. Like I told you about the people at the shelter and the hotel and the people out in Quincy. So clearly God is killing them. So they're not going to be shown that on their televisions because their propensity towards paranoia and violence. It's just they seem to would have a difficult time understanding what anyone's even telling them. Okay, just so they're really some of them are really only. It's a little bit bigoted, but some of them are really only going to be shown white people that have cancer, and that's keeping them happy. Like they actually believe white people are being holocausted, and God hates white people, and we're all going to die, and it's like a fraction of a species. When the statistics don't even show that, it's very sad. But yeah, like I said, unfortunately, there is a certain population of people, and it's been taught to them where they're extremely paranoid. Okay, like they clearly view everybody by what they look like and the color of their skin. So then they assume what's going on. They can't understand genetics, and everything is a conspiracy, disparities in healthcare. It's genetics. It's genetics. You have no immunity to cancer. It's really not disparities and disparities in healthcare. It's really not. That should make sense when you're seeing all these white people with cancer. the squash is put in the freezer. So, can you see the vicious cunt on Fox News? So, people that were at the hotel with me told me that they couldn't even watch the fucking news anymore because these things are so fucking insane. They're sadistically deranged. So it's not my fucking problem that they're a different species, and it's not my fucking problem that this is what they chose to do for the end of their fucking existence. It didn't have to be like this. They chose this. They chose to have to know exactly what they are and how fucking deranged and sick and gross they are before they die. That's not my fucking fault. You did it to yourselves. Vicious fucking cunt. Oh, and then she'll be able to live a life and watch her kids grow old. Just like the fucking thing in Brian Buchanan's Facebook page. Oh, yeah. Vicious fucking cunts. As God just contains them as they're dropping off like fucking flies. Duh. Oh, I forgot the other phone. The other laptop. Right, you've got to remember that these things are trapped in marriages with neutered males that are also doing this to me. They've got to live with that every fucking day and suck a dick. I don't. I got rid of the neutered male that I was fucking saddled with. My species, men, are not neutered male fucking primates that just, you know what they think about you. They're not monogamous. That's not my reality, man. Praise fucking God. They know the fucking words and phrases they're saying on TV right now. It's been one of those days. I could tell from this morning. It seems like some of them get bothered when there's like nothing bad going on. It really seems related to me being in a nice mood. It makes them even more fucking deranged. Oh yeah, like I'm gonna get what I want. No shit, I'm gonna get what I want. I'm the fucking virgin mother. Of course I'm gonna get what I want. You're gonna get what you want too, but you just don't fucking know that yet. Disgusting, dying off interim species. Everybody on planet Earth's gonna get what they want, but you can't stop your fucking derangement. And you will not stop talking about fucking children and every other thing. Say fucking Veronica 4 more times. Fucking deranged cunt. Anyways, obviously things can still seek your creator. Why couldn't you? Right, why do you have to be so fucking mean and sick? I guess I usually, when I'm eating now, I do Twitter, listen to music and shit. So, 3:15. That's pretty good. It's about 9. I got some almonds and raisins from yesterday. Pretty grateful about. No, I don't mean it to be a jerk. I'm actually pretty grateful about my almonds and raisins.